If I wanted to make this saga up, there's no way I could. Y'all, this just got a lot deeper. Be back. Oh my goodness, you guys. I just cannot believe what is going on. I was going to go live earlier in the week, and I'm still going to come back and I'm going to talk about the other situation because they brought the race thing in again. So I'm going to deal with that. But right now, I have to deal with Fani and Nathan may be going to jail. What is going on? Y'all, the plot has thickened. Listen, before I begin that, for those that are joining me for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Dr. Sherry. I am a multi-entrepreneur where I will teach you about real estate, business, credit, and life. So let's just jump right into it just to make sure you understand my platform. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little ticker down. Now, if you have a business and you want to sponsor this live, only thing you have to do is just send a donation. Join my membership, you guys. Now you can be Sherry Shining Lights or a shining star, where I'm going to give you some great information behind the veil. All right, so now that I got the introduction out the way, now let's get to it. Oh my goodness, let me talk about Fani first. Give me a second. Let me go to the news article so you can see for yourself. Give me 1 second. Let me find. Here it is. Let's just go through this first. Fani Willis told to recuse herself from Trump case or face jail. Did you think I was making that up? Did you think I was making it up? No. You guys, this is news that literally has just dropped. It says one of Donald Trump's co-defendants in his Georgia election interference case has threatened to launch legal action against Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis if she does not recuse herself from this case by noon on Monday. So let's give you context now. Trump, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, has pleaded not guilty to a number of charges in Georgia over allegations he broke the law attempting to overturn the 2020 presidential election result in the state. This is one of 4 criminal cases Trump is facing as he makes his bid for a second White House term. Trump has consistently denied all of the allegations against him, which he claims are politically motivated. And this is what we know. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, Harrison Floyd, and we're going to talk about him in just a second, wrote, "I don't want to put a Black woman in jail." But see, why does everybody always do the race thing? I don't know what is the deal with this. But anyway, but if Fani Willis does not recuse herself from this case by noon on Monday, I may have no other choice than to pursue all lawful remedies, make Fulton great again. You guys, you cannot make this up. You can't make this up. Oh my goodness. I mean, what? The plot has just thickened. Let's see. We got a little comment. Sybil says, "Not my big sister Fani." May not, but listen, it is the plot is thickening. That's for sure. It's darn sure thickening. Okay. So let's just talk a little more about who Harrison Floyd is. Y'all know I did my little research because anytime I'm going to come to you, I'm going to do my research. You guys, do me a favor. Can you give me a thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up and share this live. And don't forget, if you want to sponsor this live, okay, I can put your information down on the ticker. One of my lives got over 62,000 views. So that is great advertisement. Anyway, let's keep going. So anyway, let's talk about who Harrison Floyd is. First of all, he is a George Washington graduate. You guys, when he went to school, he got his BA and his master's at the same time. All right. So this is a bright young man. Okay. He even ran for Congress. And then when he ran for Congress, he got a call to work for former President Trump's campaign. So that's how he was brought into this. All right. Now, he actually gave what his charges are. He has 3 charges. One is RICO, false statement, and influencing a witness. Okay. So he had those 3 charges right there. And one thing that, and I found what he was talking about. So Harrison Floyd is not really coming out and saying the information that he has, but I found it. Oh, I'm about to drop it. Stay tuned. Listen, you're not gonna believe that one. That news that he has. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I get this information. It just comes to me and I share it with you all. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Sally, morning from BC, Nevada. All right, Nevada in the house. Okay, let's keep going. So anyway, he says, this is from Harrison Floyd, the math wasn't mathing. What does he mean when he says the math wasn't mathing? Let me tell you. So the Board of Elections, okay, the chair of this election board, his name is Mark Wingate. Let me make sure I got that right. Mr. Wingate? Yes, okay. Mr. Wingate. Mr. Wingate, still as of to date, has not certified that election, right? And he hasn't certified the election because he stated that there were multiple problems with the election. I don't know why we're not hearing about this. I don't understand what's going on. It's like it's being suppressed in the news. So let's talk about what Mr. Wingate has and why he refused to certify the election. You guys, it cannot get any deeper than this. I'm trying to tell you, it cannot. Let's see what you guys. The judge says that Fani could stay on the case. Oh, wait a minute now. Until this news just drops, we don't know. Yes, she can stay on the case, but this is new information. This is new information that is coming out. Y'all know I'm going to keep you hit. So you're right. So let's just talk about that for a minute. A couple weeks ago, right, Judge Scott McAfee ruled that Fani could stay on the case. And he also stated that he was highly suggesting that Nathan be removed. And Nathan submitted his resignation that very day. Now, the judge didn't present an order for him to be removed. He gave a very stern statement that he should come off the case. So let's make that clear. All right, we're clear with that. And on March 15th, Nathan Wade, and y'all know sometimes I slip up and I might call him Nathan Willis, so don't trip. I don't know why I do that. So when you go back to some of my other lives, I'm literally calling him Nathan Willis, which is hysterical. But anyway, March 15th, he submitted his resignation, okay? And he came off the case. Now, this is what? April 5th. This is information that we're dealing with right now in real time. I literally just showed y'all the article, but now I'm going to give you the information that Harrison Floyd was not talking about, okay? And before I do that, do this for me. Share, share, share. Here we go, all right? So Mr. Wingate was being interviewed by Congress, okay? This is at the federal level. And these are the things that he stated. First of all, y'all, they have no surveillance tapes of any of the balloting precincts. Let me repeat that. They have no surveillance tapes. None. And they have requested it. They requested the surveillance tapes over and over and over and over again from Fulton County, and they have not received anything. So some of you might be saying, well, there was something that was filmed on tape. Yes, remember on TV, It was filmed at the State Farm Arena when they were actually broadcasting them counting the ballots. That was tape that showed somebody doing something under the table. But Mr. Wingate says that they saw that on TV. On TV. Do you hear me? On TV. They have not received any surveillance tapes of any of the balloting precincts. None. None, 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 none. Hey, thank you so much, Chill. What's that, Chill? Make sure I get this name right. Chill MN. And hey, Sergeant King, how are you? That's my buddy right there. Fist bump, girl. And that is a lady, you guys. I thought Sergeant King was a man for lunch. She said, let me get this straight. I am a sergeant and I am a female. Represent. Good morning. So anyway, let's keep going. Okay. So there's no surveillance, you guys. And he said this was a big issue for him. And of course it's a big issue. You mean to tell me we have no surveillance tapes of anything, any balloting precincts, not even, he said surveillance is supposed to be on those ballot boxes at all times. And of course, you know, that's just common sense. You know why they would want surveillance, 24-hour surveillance to make sure there's no tampering of the votes. Fulton County has not turned in not one surveillance camera tape, not one. Y'all know that's serious. That's serious. But that ain't it. That's not it. Again, remember now, that election to date still has not been certified. The thing that really got me, oh my goodness. So they hired this company called Blue Press. Okay, Blue Press. And what Blue Press does is Blue Press deals with paper ballots. So we know paper ballots are used for absentee ballots, right? Absentee ballots. All right. So they hired this company to certify the absentee ballots and to count them. Now, how they certify, they have to certify the electronic signatures on the ballot. So they have to certify that, you know, everything happened appropriately, that this is that person's signature, so on and so forth. Well, they were having a problem with the electronic signatures. And this is Fulton County now. They were having a problem with the electronic signatures. And the problem was never worked out. The problem was never worked out. So they were accepting ballots. You guys, they were accepting ballots that weren't even certified because the system was not working, and they just decided to count them. I'm trying to tell you now. So go back when Mr. Harrison Floyd is talking about the math just ain't mathing. He has information, but he can't come out and say it because he is represented by an attorney. Hey, Fred, no surveillance tapes and no receipts, just cash, cash, cash. I know, just cash, cash, cash. You got that right. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Remember, I told you guys, I'm about making sure that things are done right. I'm not going to pay the race car. I'm not doing that. No, I'm siding with, I don't care. You could be purple. If you're right, I'm siding with the purple people. And if you're wrong, I'm not siding with you, period. This is atrocious. And I'm not even finished yet. I ain't even told y'all why Nathan's about to go to jail. Oh my goodness. Hey, Todd. I know. Todd said, what in the world is going on in Georgia? So sad. Todd, now you know you call my show what? Let everybody know what you call my show. Todd actually named this show for me. Todd, put it there. I'm going to put it in chat what you named my show. I told you just from the beginning when I started this, my YouTube channel, some people have just jumped on board. And it's like crazy because we actually have begun like literal friendships. And I've never seen them a day in my life, but I feel like I know them. And it's just so, I don't know. My channel is so special to me. And you guys, let me just pause for a minute and just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the support that you continue to give. And don't forget now, I got memberships where I'm going to drop some great information that you really need to know on how you don't have to pay your bills. You guys, do you know there's foreclosure and eviction assistance? Do you know that? Do you know there is remedy for all those things? So hit my link bio. I got information in my link bio to boost your credit up anywhere from 50 to 100 points like that. Okay. Remember, I'm a multi-entrepreneur, so I can teach you about all of those things, but use the resources that I've already given to you. So hit my link bio in the description below. All right. So let's see what's going on. So we got that one. Todd says, as the peach turns. That's exactly right. He named the show As the Peach Turns. My buddy. All right, let's get one more comment, then I'm going to get back to it. You bring joy to this madness. Oh, Fred, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so let's keep going. So let me just recap. So Mr. Wingate refuses to certify the election. The election has not been certified. I told you guys that Blue Press was hired to certify the absentee votes. They did not certify because something was wrong with them certifying the signature. So they didn't certify them. So at this point, that problem still exists, okay? But that's not the biggest issue. I told y'all I couldn't make this stuff up if I wanted to. I'm like, I literally could not make this stuff up if I wanted to. Y'all, Mr. Wingate said that he saw a problem with this even before 2020. Okay? Now, I'm just, listen. He said he stated that he saw an issue when he came on board as chair. He saw an issue with this even before 2020. And this is the issue that he found. He stated, and I'm making sure I look at my notes because I don't want to mess this up because this is so serious. I don't want to mess this up at all. Okay. He stated that when he went and he looked at the voter rolls for Fulton County, right? And he looked at the population for Fulton County. The voter rolls were more than the population. Oh my goodness, you can't make this up. Do y'all see my screen shaking? I done made everything shake over here. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. The population of Fulton County was less than the voter rolls. Where are all these people? Where are all these people? You guys, I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. If I wanted to create a storyline with this, there's no way. And I was an English teacher. Y'all know I told you I taught public school. I was an English teacher. Can't make this up. Oh, you're welcome. Sergeant King, who is Mr. Wingate is the chair of the Board of Elections in Georgia. He was the chair. Well, he still is the chair. Okay. And so, well, he was, I don't know if he still is or not. I don't know. I don't know if he was just the chair during that time or he actually still is the chair. I'm not sure about that. But I know for sure during that time, he was the chair of the Board of Elections for Georgia. Okay. Y'all know you cannot make this stuff up. So now let's go back. So remember, I told you I've been piecing everything together. I've been piecing it together. So let's go back to Harrison Floyd, who is one of the defendants, right? In the former President Trump case. He's one of the defendants. So when he says he is going to send her to jail with this information he has, he and his lawyer are not playing. They are not playing because he said the math is not mathing, but he won't come out and give you all of the information. So if you Google Harrison Floyd, you're not going to get much more out of him. But y'all know Dr. Sherry found it. I sure did. I'm telling you, this bump, y'all know I be on my stuff, right? Now, let me pause for a minute. Can y'all give me a thumbs up? You have no idea. When y'all give a thumbs up and you share it, it pushes it out further. Can y'all help me doing that? And don't forget, if you want to sponsor this live, you got the Cash App, the Venmo, and I'll put your information right there. Whether you want to do a website or your own personal channel, and I'll help you promote your channel, okay? I'll help you promote it. All right, because I want to help everybody. So anyway, Mr. Wingate says that the answer about the Fulton County rolls has never been answered to date. It has never been answered. Never been answered. And so that's why it's an issue. That's why it's a problem right now. He said the only thing he's asking for is clean voting rolls. And that's what should be in every voting precinct, county, city, what have you. That's not hard to ask for. It's not hard to ask for. But for some strange reason, it's hard in Fulton County. So listen, I'm going to keep watching that part for you so we can kind of see what's going on, how this new segment is now going to materialize. This is the thing. I don't want anybody to go to jail. I told y'all a long time ago, if I was Fani Willis, I would have written a letter to everybody. I would have apologized, and I would have gotten on a plane to Dubai, and I would have stayed there for many, many years to come. That's how I would have handled this, because this fight is too much. I mean, it's only gonna be so much that people are gonna keep covering, because clearly there's been cover up. Clearly there has been people not being held accountable for what they've done. We've seen that. Okay, we've seen it, and we agree that it has happened. You know, people haven't been punished for the things, the perjury, the things that they have done. They have not. And so where we are now, it's like it keeps closing in more and more and more, and it's just to the point now that it's about to just enclose her, okay? And enclose Nathan. So what's going on with Nathan? Nathan is about to go to jail too. Yeah, I cannot believe what is going on with this. All right, so something okay, a piece of hair got on my lip. Let me make sure ain't nothing on my lips, you guys. Okay, let me tell you what's going on with Mr. Nathan Wade. So remember, I told you, if you go back and you look at my live where I talked about the first ladies of this Fani Willis situation, go back and look at that live, because I specifically talked about Miss Jocelyn Wade. All right. I feel like Miss Jocelyn Wade is being suppressed. Okay. To the point that if you think about everybody who has been affected by this whole situation, she has. And her attorney, her name is Andrea Hastings, she actually did an interview. And so just see if you can go and find that interview where she was not playing. She was not playing. She kind of gave you a timeline of everything that happened and how it happened. And they found out that Nathan was working on the Trump case in the media. Sergeant King says, and another inmate stabbed to death in Fulton County last night. Oh my gosh, that's a big problem here. That's that thing with the jail. That jail is atrocious, and I can't believe that they even made them go in there and take mug shots. That, you know what? Let me just say this, and I'm gonna get back to it, because y'all know sometimes when we get comments, it kind of takes me. But I promise you, I'm coming back to what's going on with Nathan. What makes me so sad with all of this is that even though they were charged with, the RICO and all of this stuff, they're not heinous charges. What I mean by heinous, they hurt people as far if they are found guilty. Okay, because they haven't been found guilty in it yet, but those are charges that haven't brought any bodily harm to anybody. Yes, it probably, hurts systems or what have you if they are found guilty, but it's not a charge of hurting someone physically. So for them to have to go in there and take those mugshots like that and wanting to humiliate them with mugshots, I thought was deplorable. Now, you might get the fight. Will they have to be treated like everybody else? I agree. And then I disagree. I'm like here with that. And I don't know why I'm like here with that. And I feel as though by him being a president of the United States, I felt like it should have been an automatic level of respect given just for that. I could be wrong. I know some of you guys not going to agree with me on that. I know some of you are not. And I don't know why I feel like that. Maybe because I'm just a compassionate person, but I just feel like some type of respect should have been given just to the title. And again, some of you might get me on that one. And I might just have to take the hit. I don't know. Sybil says, did they say about ways stepped out on him during their marriage? Sybil, you just determined you're going to get that. Now, did you fact check that? Because we know Nathan stepped out on her in marriage, but has that been fact checked? Okay. let's deal with some facts here. I haven't seen anything besides what was put in this pile and this pile and this pile. Y'all remember when Fani did that on the stand? I want this. They lied in here. They lied in here. And they lied in here. So what I'm telling you is that in the information that Fani and Nathan drafted, they stated that Mrs. Wade stepped out. But we don't see anybody. We haven't heard anybody. And nothing has surfaced since she put it in here and in here and in here. All right, let me see. Deborah said, I 100% agree with you about the respect factors. Deborah, do you? Because I thought y'all were going to kind of take a hit on me on that one. But I know some people might not. And I can see why they would. And I got to give it to them. I can see why they would not. With his best friend. What you mean with his best friend? Sybil? Fani is Nathan's best friend. Child, you better get out of here. They good friends. Real good friends. Real best friends. Sergeant King said, never proven. No, it has never been proven. It has never been proved. So let me talk a little bit about Miss Jocelyn Wade. And y'all know when I talked about her in my, in the First Ladies live that I did, she really tugged at my heart. She really tugged at my heart because I was like, oh my gosh, the late Mrs. Wade is sick, right? She found out about Nathan divorcing her when she dropped her youngest child off to college. All right. It's just, she's been disrespected, right? Publicly. She's been, abused to me mentally with all of this. And I keep saying it, and she's sick, you guys. She's sick. I'm going to give you proof in just a minute on, her not being well. Hey, Chanzia. Only proves Fani is an agent for the deep state. She's not going to jail, but she got paid well for playing her part. Possibly. It might be some part playing here. So let me tell you about Nathan. So Nathan, remember now, Mrs. Wade had asked for Fani to be deposed when they had their divorce, okay? They're still going through the divorce. But in the early stages, Andrea Hastings had asked for Fani Willis to be deposed. Fani Willis fought back and said that she would not be deposed. She is one of the top agents in the district attorneys in the state. So she's considered a state officer. And there's a criminal investigation going on. So to ask her to be deposed could be perceived as, how does she put it? It could be perceived as her interfering in a criminal investigation. And then she went forth to state that she could hold her accountable and charge her for tampering with the criminal investigation. So pretty much they threatened not just Mrs. Wade, Fani threatened her attorney as well. Right? And so they kind of backed off from it. So that was the initial stages of how Fani fought back from not having to be deposed in this situation. But apparently they were going to press on with information and trying to get her deposed. And Nathan said, stop. We're going to agree. So he came up with a temporary agreement between him and Mrs. Wade during that time that was sealed. No one knew it. In the agreement, it stated that if he did not fulfill his part in what he had agreed to, it would go public. It has gone public. It's gone public. And I'm going to tell y'all what's in the agreement and why he can go to jail. Well, first of all, the temporary agreement was an actual order of the judge. All right. He did not fulfill the actual order, which puts him into something called contempt. Now, this is the thing. Some of these judges just do contempt. They know they did wrong. All right. They know they are dead wrong. And they're trying to throw contempt actions on people and stuff that they have done illegally. In this case, this judge just simply went on what they had agreed to, and he just turned it into an order. So the judge is kind of out of it. He's not one side or the other. They told him what the agreement was. Nathan Wade said he agreed. Mrs. Wade said she agreed. He put it as an order and he sealed it. That's what they agreed to. He sealed it. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. So let me tell you, to protect Fani now, this is why he had to agree to this, because he didn't want Fani to have to hit that stamp to protect her. So this is what he agreed to. He agreed to pay all of Mrs. Wade's health expenses, okay, and her routine dental and vision. This is the thing, you guys, she needs a colonoscopy, an endoscopy. Is that what it's called? I think I might be pronouncing that wrong, but I think it was something like an endoscopy or something like that. I remember the colonoscopy. That one I'm having a hard time pronouncing, and it's one more test. Oh, and then she needed an allergy test, but it was one more test that she needed. It was 4 tests in all. 2 of the tests came to $3,800, and the other 2 were $500 a piece, so roughly $4,800. In the information that has been open now, Nathan and her are having an exchange. So on March 17th, after he had already resigned, okay, Mrs. Wade sends him an email stating that she has these tests coming up. She needs to take the tests so she can get well, and they need to find out what's going on. So it's urgent, okay? He stated that she stated if he would make arrangements to pay it. He told her to go ahead to pay it, and he would reimburse her. This is in the complaint. You all can pull it up too. I mean, it should be out there now. He said he would reimburse her. Well, that's not what the temporary agreement says. The temporary agreement stated that he was supposed to pay all of her medical expenses, okay? The ones that are being invoiced and the ones that she needs that need to be prepaid. In this instance, they have to be prepaid before she can take the test. So he's already in contempt of not paying. He hasn't paid anything to date. So he was supposed to pay all her health expenses. She wasn't able to go get her test till today, all the dental and vision. Listen, he was supposed to give her $5,750 per month, which comes to about $70,000 per year. Remember, Nathan was getting, over a period of 3 years, he got roughly about, I think, $750,000. So really every year from that contract, he was getting about $220-something thousand, right? So out of what he used to make, remember now, he doesn't work anymore. He is unemployed. He is unemployed. Did you hear me? Let me see what you guys are saying. Deborah says, that's so lame of him. I know. And she's sick. The lady is sick, you guys. So anyway, let's go back. So anyway, remember now, he got 750, I think it's 750,000 over a span of 3 years. Okay. And remember, he's not working anymore. All right. And who is going to hire him for their attorney? Even if he tried to go back and be a judge, a municipal judge, I would look at him and laugh if he ruled over any case that I did. But anyway, let's just keep going. So anyway, $5,750 per month, which comes to roughly about $70,000 a year. All right. This is another thing. Now, Georgia is an equitable state. Y'all know I'm in real estate. I'm a real estate broker, so I know this stuff, right? So let's just use the state of California, where I also have my license. If y'all give me a thumbs up, come on. It's a lot of you guys in here today. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps push this out, and share. Remember, if you want your business or your channel sponsored right there, you know what to do. All right. Don't forget, I also have membership. Okay. Join Shining Stars, join Shining Lights, and get some behind the scenes information that you truly need. Know that I know the remedy to pay bills. Do y'all know you never have to pay another bill again? There's remedy out there. I have foreclosure assistance and eviction assistance no matter where you live. All right, so let's keep going. So Nathan also had to sell the house. And so I was telling you the difference between equitable and an equitable state. Georgia is what we call an equitable state, and then California is what you call it's called like a title theory state. Okay, and so what that means is that with an equitable state, it's not cut down the middle. Okay, so that means it's not 50 over here and 50 over here. That's how it is with being kind of California. In Georgia, they go off of what's fair. All right. What's fair. And that word fair is really, really important because the judge has to decide what he or she considers fair. And sometimes they are corrupt in their rulings on that. Trust me, I'm a living witness. Okay. I'm dealing with something right now that I'm having to fight back on. Anyway, that's going to be on another live because I'm going to tell y'all everything about the case is still materializing because I'm going to bring you the goods on that. So anyway, even with that, Georgia being an equitable state, the judge rules on what's fair. So they've asked, part of the agreement, that the house be sold immediately. Immediately. Okay. Sybil will hire him. Oh, shots fired. Sergeant King. That was shots fired. that was shots fired. Y'all are cutting up. No, y'all can't be on here cutting up all my lives now. Sergeant King, I am shocked. So anyway, they were told to sell the house immediately. Now that was back in February, March, when that agreement took place. The house is not for sale yet. Okay. Nathan is still in the house. And so when the house finally sells, when he finally puts it on the market, that money will go into the trust of the court. Okay. It'll go into Nathan's, it will go into Nathan's IOTA account, which is like a trust account. And it will stay there until the judge kind of decides what, takes place with that money. So just to recap everything, Andrea Hastings, who is Mrs. Jocelyn Wade's attorney, has filed a contempt action on yesterday against Nathan Wade because he has not done anything. Oh, y'all, he was even made to pay her attorney fees. Mrs. Wade's attorney fees were $45,000. Nathan listen, he might just file bankruptcy or just do something. I don't know. Listen, he should be on the plane, send everybody an email, apologizing. You and Fani go somewhere internationally and just plan to live your happy life, happy ever after. Okay? This is too deep. It is too deep. All right, you guys. Well, listen. Sybil's fine. Yes, it has been proven. That's why the marriage is broken and can't be worked out. T. Okay. Show me some facts. Sybil, we need more than that, sweetheart. Now we need more than that. Now you come on, that's a little weak. Sergeant King, he can go live in Hateville in the condo. They probably have sold that condo by now. Mrs. Wade's wife moved to Texas to take care of her daddy. Okay. Well, thank you for that information. That's all I have. I hope y'all are proud of me in bringing all of this stuff to you today. Y'all know I'm going to have ears to the ground. I think I'm coming back live tonight about 8 o'clock. We have a solar eclipse that's going to be happening. And you all have to know the intensity. Do y'all know schools are closed for this solar eclipse? Do y'all know they have called out the National Guard? I'm going to talk about what all this means and why they are preparing like this. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Remember, give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Share. It's cheaper to keep it. You got that right, girl. Hey, Diana. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Until next time. Oh, wait a minute. Chanzia says, you're doing great. Thanks. You're welcome. And since, thank you, Sergeant King. I'm not going to forget you doing that shots fired, girl. Still can't believe that. I didn't know you had that in you, but I should have known you being a sergeant. And Deborah says, don't trust those eclipse glasses. I know that's right. We're going to talk about the eclipse glasses. And the question is, should you even be looking at it? I'm going to explain that tonight on why you shouldn't even really be looking at that, what's going to be happening with that. But anyway, you guys, until next time, I love you so much. Bye.